Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I'm in Australia and today I am revisiting this piece here. So as you remember, maybe you do, they were only this long, these bits. And I thought they just didn't look right, okay? So I'm lengthening them, I'm making them longer by adding a few more beads on the end. And then we're going to make the handle for it. I've been collecting up bits of red pieces of beads and things this morning, a few bits of mauve so I can put the handle on, but I'm going to do this bit more here. I've done that much and I'm going to show you how I've done that to re-lengthen it. Now I had a little bit of trouble with my thread because, I don't know, there's too many beads around here tangled up. So what I did was I started back to the other end there and I had a good knot. And I'm coming up along underneath here and I'm going to carefully, because I keep getting this knotted, carefully pull this through there. Then we're going to go down through what we've already put there last time. Okay. And I'm going to add some beads. Now, I still haven't found these beads, but I found a lot more red beads, which I was very surprised that I had that many red beads. But anyway, well, I don't use them much, but now today I am. So on here, I want to match that the same. So I've got some red bugle beads here. And these others that are really nice. Now, these some of these are acrylic and some are glass. But the thing is, you don't want them too many glass ones because they're going to be too heavy, you know, because it's a thing you put around your neck. It's, you know, it's up to you with what you do, you know, if you want to make your own what you use, but I'm using both. I think that's perfectly fine, isn't it? It's not, I'm not saying it's all glass because these are glass, these things here, and bugle beads. They could be, they're not, and that's not. Okay, so this is what we're doing to make it. So as you can see, I've done those two at that level, one at that level, and then I'm going to do two at in this middle one here, and then the rest of them are going to be matching. So this has got to be 4 here, on here. Nice spring day out there today, and I think the child used to live across the road visiting her. She's screaming. She was screaming. She was there before. Poor little person. But anyway, I can hear her screaming now. I don't know how poor mother handled that. Anyway, we've got be careful because I don't know how many times I've got mine caught. Now, I've bought these long beads, bead needles, because I've got one up here. Because if you're doing something like this, you can have a nice long bead needle, but I don't need that because I can go back through with this one. It's long enough. Look at it. I was very surprised. It's not as thin. There's all different sizes in here. Oops. And they weren't very expensive either. I think there's 20 in there. They're in 2 packets. I got these off. I think I might have got these off Temu. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to just use this one. So I'm going to go back through a few of these. Along, just keep going. Just go back through. I missed the first one, of course. Go over the green one first. Don't include him in it. Now, when you're pulling this through here, see, I've got it through the thread. That's not good. Now I've undone it because it was through the thread. So be careful that you're not picking up your thread with your needle because this is a thicker thread than what I would have used, and I think that's why it keeps getting caught. But it was the first red one I came to, so, and I'm using it. You can use a beading thread if you wanted to. They're good. I don't think I've ever used a beading thread. I don't know. I've got things here that I've made with this forever ago and they're still together, so, you know, it's just whatever you wanted to put in it. Then I'll go through the rest of these. I did try and get it through with one go, and it just didn't sort of, kept getting caught and not getting caught in it, and the slightest thing just was bugging it, and then I couldn't get it undone. So, well, aren't I making this look difficult? It's not. It's really not, truly. All these pieces of fluff are going to get caught in it, and that'll make it yucky. Come on, pull that through. Okay. So now don't you think that looks better than instead of having those see, a lot of things you do, you think about it later, or I do anyway, I think, well, I don't think that's quite right. It just doesn't seem to, you know, if you look at something and think, oh, isn't that good? You know, you're right, just leave it like it is. But if you're like me, you got to make sure. And when you pull that up, don't pull it too tight, otherwise they'll stick straight out. You don't want that either. So, okay, so we'll go down through these ones here. We just sneaked along behind the back of there, the needle and thread, and I'm going to probably run out of cotton and that before I get to the end of this, but that doesn't matter. I can easily put some more in there. Okay, so now we're going to have this one the same as this one here. So I've put on 3 of these little glass ones, and then I put on a bugle bead. Then I put on 3 more. And another bugle bead. And then 3 more and a green one. No more green ones on the, this one here. To get some out of the tin in a minute. Or the container or whatever it's in. Looks much better. Be careful, don't twist it. Yeah. So go over the green one and come up through like this. It's a nice spring day-ish sort of out there. Sort of spring day, yeah. Okay. Let's pull it up further because it's got to go right up there, but only slightly. Don't take it too tight, it won't hang down nicely. Then you go up through the rest of them. Just watch it all the time. Don't be like me and I just went at it and just kept getting cobbled up because I wasn't paying attention to what was going on too much. Okay, so now we need to get to this one. And go down through these. And these ones are the same as the ones on the end because they're 2 the same there, so there's 4 of these. Whoops. I stuck the last piece of felt in that other tin that I had so it wouldn't come a bit lifted up because you need something to put your beads and that in to work with them. 1 bugle bead. 3 of these. It's getting caught on the felt too, your needle. You've got to Actually, is there 4? 4, Sonia. 4 on these ones. And then there's a green one, which are over here somewhere. Very pale, but they're really nice. Only needed 2. What did I do that for? Well, I might be putting them somewhere else. I can use them in the one that I'm doing there. That looks much better. Might have to put something else on this thing though, because it looks like eyes. I don't know whether I will or not. I'll see. I might put a flower, a leaf or something on it. Nothing too flash or too hard. Don't worry. It's not going to be. I'm only going to put a bit of a charm of some sort on it, I think. Oops, that's too tight. Wiggle it down a bit and come back up for the rest of them. It's not easy to show you how to do this because, you know, there's lots of things in the way, including myself. Look at that. Isn't that jazzy? I think that's much better, isn't it? I'm much better pleased. I'm so pleased with that. It's a lot better. Put 2 tights on you. Oh, you got enough to do with this one. Isn't that good? Don't have to worry about starting again. Another piece of cotton. I can just keep going on this one. Okay. Now we need 4. And 1. If it's not going on there, so a hole in it properly. And then 4. And a green one. I thought the green might go a little bit because I've got a little bit of green in that. I just wanted to add a little bit of something different on the end of it. Okay, so is that right now? Have I got it properly? Have I done it properly? I think so. There we go. That was really fun, that. I didn't mind doing that at all. Except for when I got a knot in it, couldn't get it undone. It was not impressing me at all. I had too much thread too. That's another thing. You've got to try and see if you can just get as enough thread as... Oh. Sorry, I'll get this. You don't want too much thread, you know. If you sort of get an idea by eyeballing it, measuring it or something, you know, how far you're going to... How long you want it to be and that, and then sort of double it. It should be enough. Look at that. Isn't that good? I do like how that turned out, I really do. Now I'm going to take it through here and hang on to it there, right? Now these ones here keep diving around to the back, but that doesn't matter, you can still see it. You can still see them, can't you? So I'm going to just do a couple of stitches here. Come unthreaded, that'd be good, wouldn't it? The way things go, I suppose. Just got back in, so that's good. Now I'm just going to do a tiny stitch. You might be able to see them a bit, but that doesn't matter because you want to make sure that they're staying there. You know, you're not going to want them to come flying off, and that's not a good idea. There we go. Now we've had a few back stitches in there, so we just can cut that off there. So that's the bottom bit done. Now we're going to do the handle, which I've got, or I suppose it's a handle, which I've got a collection of bits that I've picked up, you know, out of my beads. I was thinking about putting one of these in amongst it, but I don't know if I will, you know, on the handle. I might just use them on something else. But I've got some red and some purple. I've got a couple of little flower-shaped things. I've got a few of these red ones. Two, should add 4, but I've only got 3, so it doesn't matter. If I could get these apart, it'd be good. I could have 2 of those, but they're stuck together, so I might not be using them. And occasionally I'll have a purple one. Now, I was worrying about how I was going to make it, you know, around the same, but you don't have to do that. It can just be random, you know, you don't have to have it exactly the same. I might have to have a drink of water, or juice, thank you, I might be a minute. I think I might only use this needle. I don't think I need to use a big one. Okay. Now I'm going to put 2 strands of this through it. Just for security reasons, I suppose. I think it'll be fine. Let's see how easy it is to break. Oh, pretty good. But who's going to want to break it? You know, you're not going to sit there and say, oh, I think I'll break this just to see if my beads will be all right. Okay, so I do need a fair length of this. I wonder if I have any beading thread. I think I do. It's a matter of finding it, though. I know I've got some of that clear stuff. If we just have a minute, I'll have a look through here. Wait a minute, I've got some empty boxes here that are going to fall down on me. I don't know if this is the right container. I don't think it is. I got that clear stuff. That's not really a bead thread. I've got some here somewhere, I think. Obviously not in there, Sonia. No. Maybe I'll try a different quality one. Hang on a minute. I better put the needle down before I job it in myself. Where's the other box of these? Oh, they're out in the lounge room. Oh. Sorry about that, people. Where did it go? Here. That should be a better thread. Should be. Yes, I can't break that by pulling on it. So, that's going to be what I'm going to use. Oh dear. Now, it needs to be, you know, like long enough that it's going to come down in front of you, if you've got it over your head. So I'm just measuring this now, me. I'm going to put it to there. Gee, how long's that? Crikey. Fair way. 30 inches? 30? Wow. Let me look, hang on. And we'll see, that's only 15 inches that way. It's got to go around your neck. So it'll still be on it. Oh, okay, righto. So I need to have twice this length here, because I want to double it. So, right. There you go. That should be right. Now we're going to have to be really careful with this, that we don't get it tangled up and knotted everywhere, aren't we? Really careful. It should be right though. That other thread was a little bit fluffy. This one's not bad. It was only old cheap one I bought. But it should be right for this, because you're going backwards and forwards, up and down those ones. Okay. So now we've got all this. We'll have a knot and find out how I can disguise the knot in here somehow. I'll probably put it in through a hole here and then tuck it in. Maybe. Any minute now, I'll figure this out. Just got to go through in here somewhere. want it to come out pretty much on the edge, don't we? About there, yes. Okay. Now, let's see what we can do. Now this has to be going. This is going to have to be pushed in here. I don't know if I can do this, but not a bit big. Push it down in there, Sonia. Well, if I don't get this done today, because that thing goes off, tells me my time's up, I'm going to have to cut a bit of that off. That's not going to fit in there. It's ridiculous. Just we'll get a start and you'll have an idea what to do, okay? Too much. Stuff it in there. Probably still not going to work. I tried to go in between the two pieces of felt. I think I did it. I'll pull it a bit more to take it up a bit. Is that it here? It is too. I pushed it through the other side. I'm clever. Oh, you know. I pushed it through the front instead of through between the middle of it. Right. Still, I think I got it. Nobody panic, I got it. Okay. Right. Get in there. I hope you're safe. Right, now. We might start off with just a couple of beads to start with. Now my face is itchy and my nose and me all the time when you're going to go and do something like this, it happens, doesn't it? So we've got some of those. I'm going to pull these down even. I have some of those. And I'm going to do a couple of bugle beads. One and a red one. Make sure these are straight. And then let's have a purple one, eh? Mauve colour. Mauve colour one. And one, two, we'll have a few of these. I've actually got two different sorts here on the table, I've just realised. 4, 5, 6. I've got a bottle full of these here, so I know I should have enough. This is going to look quite jazzy, isn't it, really? I have these ones, look, to put on. Plus I have that. So there's 4, no, there's 2, 4, 6, and maybe, I didn't realise I was putting that darker one on there. Maybe I could have a little shiny one. How about a bit of silver? Bit of silver. It's not too bad because I want to put one of these on here, I think. There we go. And another bit of silver. Now, you need to start threading your beads here. 3, 4, 6. It doesn't really matter how many I put on, does it? Do I like that one there? Yeah, do. Got to have something on it, don't we? Purple. Now I've got these bigger ones. I don't use a lot of these, so this is a good way to use them up, isn't it? If I can get them on the bead needle, I'll be right. That's the boxes that fell down next to me. That was that noise. Do I like that on there? Come on, you've got to decide that. You can't go pulling that off by... Maybe not, because it sticks out. Okay, right. Back up quick. Back up really fast. You don't have to pull your thread out. You can just go and do this. Take it back through that way. It's off. Right, let me get these ones. I'd rather the flat beads, I think. I think it'll look better than these ones sitting up here. I like these, and I think I was going to use them in something, but maybe not this bit. Okay. Just hang on to it and just pull them straight out. Okay, now I'll go with another bugle bead, and then I'll do a purple one. Oh, that must be the one with no hole in it. I've got to get a few more of these out. The thing I found them in too. I'll be needing those. Right. Now another bead and a purple one. That's all right. Yes, that's what I did before. Okay. It doesn't have to be matching though. Sometimes that happens that you do that sort of things, doesn't it? Now I'm going to use one of these ones and this here one. Flower. Pretty cool. And just keep threading these ones on. Yes, I'll try the bigger ones for a while, see what they look like. Seven of them. Maybe I should have put the purple one there, don't say that. Oh dear, oh dear. You know what, I said it was going to just be random. It wasn't going to take long, didn't I say that? Sure, Sonia, you put this one on first. No, it's got a little one, and then it's got the purple one, and then it's got the big ones. Okay. So the big ones look all right because I'm going to need to use as many of these things up as I can. I don't know if I've got more of those in the jar here. Okay. Well, these bigger ones I can use as a chance to do that, isn't it? And use these ones. They're nice beads. And I'll do a round one shortly too, won't I? Where's more of them? There's only one. I've only got two of those. They look orange, but it doesn't matter. So does, well, there's orange on there. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I think of those. Go on the light mode now. Righto. And a small one and a bugle bead. And a small one. And a light mauve one. That one hasn't got a hole in it, I don't think. Right. Now, more of these. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. And a green one. The green one. Because that's what's on the bottom, eh? So when I'm coming down this other side, I want to make sure that I don't put that too close to the end, because I want to put it up there further. So you'll have 2 flowers on it. Why have I got 3 flowers? Oh no, that's alright. Okay, one of these. Twelve of those. I think there's 12 and it doesn't really matter whether there is or not. Another one of these. This one. And a white mauve. Although the purple, go with the purple again. Righto, whoops. Don't get it all tangled up, Sonia. Actually, I was thinking about putting one of those in there. And I probably should have done by now, because otherwise it's not going to work, because it'll be up around your neck. Put it there. It depends how far you want to wear it. Okay. I'm just going to put this around my head again. Yeah, I'll need all that. My hair takes up my... It's all woolly today, because I did brush it, but... It all went up like a broom. I might put this one on anyway. I think it'll look good. It doesn't quite go to the side of your neck, so it depends how far down you wear it. So on me, that'd be just around the side of my neck, I think. And I can't wear anything like this because I have my glasses around my neck all the time on that bead thing. So I don't wear anything around my neck because of my glasses there. And it's got pretty beads on it, so they have. I have to have my glasses around my neck. That's just how it is. I've got two pair, one for looking at the TV and one distance and one for this. And I reckon that these ones this time are not... Oh, it could be my eyesight, but you think you could have made them a bit better, couldn't you? They weren't that long ago that I had them done. Could have made them a bit better for me. If I can see a bit more. Green one? Why not? Wait a minute. A few more of those first. I'm not counting now, but that's okay. We're not going to worry, are we? Not going to be getting me into trouble if I don't. Come on. So I've only got 4 minutes left, okay, before I've got to turn this off. So I'm going to keep going. And then what I'm going to do, well, you'll see, it'll come back down there onto that part, okay? That's where I'll fasten it onto the other side. And then that'll be done, and it took a while because I lost it, but still, I do take a while to do some things. Some things I never get back out for years. That's true about a few things that I've got there. I'm going to have to put different... I'm going to put some more of them beads there because they're not the same, those ones. Because it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I use, I'll go with these ones, they're shiny. The mauve one. So maybe if you wanted to, you could beat it from there and go all the way up if you wanted to do that. But I think putting it on where it is will be fine. Will be. Okay, more of the bigger ones. Maybe a mauve one, yeah. I'm just doing a random thing now, okay? I'm just putting these on here because we'll be just making a thing to put around our neck, aren't we? It don't matter. It doesn't matter what size or sort the beads are as long as they look good. And I don't want to put any more on the tray until I've picked up some of these. So then I'll have this one here now. I want to see when I get to halfway, which is getting a little bit, still a long way to go yet. About there, I think. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? Never mind. It's okay. I'm not doing anything wrong, I hope. Some more of these. More of the purple. There's the purple ones. Another bugle one. And we'll put this one before the bugle bead. That doesn't look the same colour as the rest of them. I must have, that was an odd one that jumped in there. Look at that. He sneaked in, he did. It doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. Oh dear. Oh crikey, stop. I'll have to go now. I didn't mean for that to go off and scare people. I was in bed last night and we could hear this beep noise. And walkie-talkies were going flat and there was no way to stop. I meant to get up and turn it off because I wasn't going to stop until we got it. So he forgot to unplug them and they were going flat. So I don't know, I had to put them, turn them on, I think. I don't know what. Now I've just unthreaded the needle. Anyway, I'm going to go now, so I'm going to actually do down the other side and then I'll come back and show you what I did with that on the next video. I'll show you at the beginning of whatever I'm going to do next, okay? So thank you for watching. Please leave a thumbs up and a comment. Love to read your comments. Can't think of anybody that asked me any questions on anything. On the one I did yesterday about me secret pocket thingy I was doing. You know what I found? I realised when I did it that it was not actually going to fit in the journal that I'm doing, so it'll go in something one day. You got to get it right, don't you? Okay, so thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.